going to be using Pandas and Matplotlib to analyze this data. So this employee data set. So you have this, it's just a randomly generated data on employee data. So I just use the first name, for instance, name, age, city, salary, join data, department. So the data isn't important like that. It's what's really important is using this data to show you how to use pandas and a little bit of matplotlib to do some analysis. So let's get right into it. So I'll create a let me close this. So let's just start. So the first thing to do is I'll create a new file in Python. So let's just call it 001 dot py. Yeah, that's it. So I'll just start right away and you can follow through as you are doing it. So you have pandas as PD. People often abbreviate it as PD, so I guess I'll be using that abbreviation too. So import matplotlib dot matplotlib dot pyplot as plt typically. Also, let's import Seaborn. Using that to just Seaborn. I'll show you why as we go as SNS, and finally let's import a pandas. Actually, this is not too important, but I always prefer to do this pandas from pandas. Sorry. So from pandas, I want to import a data frame. Okay, so this is all we'll be using. So so the first thing to do is to load the data set. Load the data set. So after loading the data set, okay, I want to import the file. So I think that's the first step for everything. I import the file. Let's just say string. Actually, it's not important to do this, but I always like. I think because I'm coming from C sharp. I always find it funny when somebody declare a variable without without using without saying the type. You know, I could have just said file path, which would have been exactly correct. But I love to say it this way. So you have DF, which is the data frame, and so the data frame. So that's why I imported the data frame, just because I want to make sure that I know what I'm declaring, so I can have read Excel, because it's an Excel file. Read Excel, the file path. So the next thing is so we'll do the very first one. So the very first example we'll be doing is, so we'll be trying to find the average performance score across a department. We're trying to find the average performance score across a department. So how do we do that? Let's just say something like one, for instance, analyze average performance score across a department across departments, because it's not, we are going to check for, we want to check across the departments, not just the department. So we'll have let's define a new method. So it could be something like the part department 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 performance analysis. Let's just call it department performance analysis. We'll have something like, so we're passing in the data frame. So once again, I don't have to do this, but I'll make sure I do it. I'll put the data frame like this. So yeah, so you could have something like this. Yeah, so that would be, let me just, this like the documentation like this. So there's a this method analyzes the average performance, average performance score across departments. Okay, so let's, I think it's good like this. So the first thing to do is let me create, let me call it performance summary. Performance summary. Performance summary. Okay, so performance summary, you have something like data frame is equals to, so because you might be doing a lot of things, you might want to put it inside the bracket so that everything that you do is in here. So then I'll say df, which is the data frame, dot group by. Let's group by, so we group by what? We group by the department. So how did I, so this is the department. So how did I get this name? If you come back to this guy here, you see department. So it's using the names up here exactly. So don't mix up the name. So let's do this. So that's it. Department. Then since it's the performance score we want to analyze, we take the performance score. Or I could just copy the name exactly. Performance score. So you take the performance score. So let me do this. We take the performance score. So here we have the performance score now. So the we find the mean of it. The reason why we want to find the mean is we want to know the average no, we want to know the average performance across departments. So for each department, we want to know the average performance. So we take their performance score and find the mean of it. Mean. So we find the mean of it. Let's reset the index. Like it will be like the numbers will be all scattered. So like let's just reset the index. So dot reset underscore index. So I haven't resetted the index. So okay, so I can rename the performance line. I can name that performance line. I can rename it to average performance score. So this line here is a performance score. I can rename it to average performance. So let's just have dot rename column columns, yes, is equals to, so instead of, let me just copy this performance score, right? So performance score will be set to average performance score. So let me just paste the same thing again. Why? Okay. So this one I'll just put average. So this average performance score, right? So 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 so. Then from after average performance score, we could have we could sort the values. We could sort the values by average performance score so that it can go from top to bottom. So let's do that. So you can immediately see the people that are on top. Sort value, sort values So what we'll sort by, we'll sort by we'll sort by average performance. Okay, we'll sort by, let me just copy it again. Sort by average performance. We'll sort by average performance. So we paste this. Okay, sort by average performance. All right, so yeah, given that we've done performance, I think everything is set now. So let's just see what we did. So print the average performance by department. Let's just say average performance. Say by depart department. Average performance by department. Okay. So you can print out performance summary, and you can also return performance summary. So okay, so given this, let's just run it and see how it works. Let's just run it and see how it works. So, okay, so I haven't completed um, the, the method for department performance analysis. I just created this little method where you can, you know, but I believe we might still want to do a lot more analysis. So I just did one like that for so this will be like a combined report in case we are doing many methods. So and then we'll call it years. So let's see how that will go. Okay, so this is it. This is the department, and then this is the department, and then this is the average performance. Consider from top to bottom. This is the top one, 3.0 something, 3.01, then all the way to 2.9 engineering department. So this is how so basically if you're asked to analyze or if you need to analyze the average data performance, so this is how to go.